All right. Hello, chat. Hello, my lovely audience. It's me once again. It's Perry, and I'm here with Ollie once again.
Yo.
And we are here to basically just sort of do a discussion slash spoiler cast on the newfangled Super Mario Galaxy movie. For those of you who are not aware, we did one of these on Sonic 3 a while back. That's either on this channel or on the VOD channel, depending on where this gets uploaded. Still haven't decided yet, but either way, I'll try and have one of those fancy link card things in the corner of the video pop up right about now. Ooh, there it is. I'm like, hold on, I can raise my hand a little bit. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna do this a little bit different from how we did it with Sonic 3 because all right. Just first things first. No judgment. I just want to. I'm just so we can both get our thoughts, broadly speaking, on the table. What did you think of the movie overall, like as a whole? We'll start with you, and then we'll pass it over to me.
I hate to go against the grain, against the general consensus, but I kind of had fun with it. Like, it's not true to the games. It's so far from what the games was. It's oh look, there's a reference. Oh look, there's another reference.
Yes.
It's the first film again, but in space.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I went with a friend. We had a good time with it. It was It's. I get the criticisms, but I had fun because I'm a simple little guy.
if you're with a friend, that's totally like that definitely elevates it. I'll say this right now. I went alone, and I was in a crowd that was not very vocal in the slightest, so that might have contributed to it feeling worse than it is, but...
Oh yeah, it's Easter holiday over here, so the cinema was packed with kids, like...
Damn, yeah, that definitely, yeah, I could definitely see that, like... I could definitely see that doing something, but, yeah. As for me, the Galaxy super fan over here, I do not rock with the Super Mario Galaxy movie. I'm sorry to say. I have a few positives. I think beautiful looking movie. Like, absolutely gorgeous. Oh, yeah. Like, that is, like, the one thing that's, like, I feel is, like, one of two things that I feel is a full net improvement over the first movie, is that it looks even better. Some of those, like, some of the set pieces, some of the action sequences, just that they look very nice. The other thing I like, as far as I could tell, there was no licensed music at all. Like, maybe there was one that slipped me by and I didn't see it or didn't hear it, but like, I did notice
one or two songs.
And I'm like, you know what? Sick. I'm glad at the very least it's less prominent than it was last time. And I can appreciate that at the very least. But otherwise, I was not big on this at all, because, like, okay. To start at the gate, like, as soon as they confirmed this, it's like, I did not expect Illumination Animation, the studio behind the Minions, to get the atmosphere of the Mario Galaxy movie, okay? I was never expecting that, because, like... That's not what they do. That I can fully attest to that. I am a grown man, grown them, and I have, you know, I can at least set my standards to a certain point, I suppose. But like, even still beyond that, like, I just sort of, I found it a little exhausting, honestly. I guess it would be the way to put it. It's like you said, it's a very Hey reference movie. It's just like. It's a lot of that, almost to the point where, like, it kind of almost doesn't have, like, it does have a central conflict, but it also kind of feels like it doesn't, for a lot of it, because, like, it spreads itself, like, quite thin with, like, introducing character after character, and hey, look at this, hey, look at that. Like, half of the main characters here have no arc, and the other half are like, they're present, but that's about all I can really say about that, I guess. It's just, this is basically, I'm not to hyperbolize too hard, but it's basically what I feel is, kind of like, my worst fear with this kind of thing realized a little bit, but like, not to where I think it's like, I mean, you know, it's not like, how do I say it? It's like, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. No, God, no. It's not even the worst video game movie I've ever seen. I can appreciate, again, I can appreciate the animation, like how faithful everything looks to the game, but after a certain point, you know, we kind of did this with the first movie as well. I wanted a little something more to chew on, I guess. And on the...
Yeah, there's only so much pointing at reference. Yeah.
And
Take you, yeah.
Yeah, but also on the point of the first movie, actually, I kind of... I feel like, okay, the first movie did not necessarily have a strong through line either, but, like, there was an attempt at one, right? With, like, you know, like, Mario and his family. You have him trying to reunite with his brother, prove himself to his dad, and you got the Donkey Kong thing on the side that sort of kind of links to that, but not really. And it's just kind of like, and it's like, there's sort of a theme there, kind of, and it's like, it kind of feels like they were trying to do a similar thing here with the Galaxy movie, but it doesn't connect in the same way. And also, there are a couple choices related to that theme that I'm just kind of left like, huh? What that? Huh? Wait, why'd you do that? I guess. I'm sorry. I'm rambling on with my summary a lot more than yours.
No, it's absolutely fine. Like you've got a lot more to say. Like I said, I'm just a simple little guy.
But like, yeah, I guess
I see Goomba, I smile.
That's fair. Goomba. But yeah, no, like, yeah, I think it has its quirks, its charms. There are a certain few scenes in here that I have listed that I'm like, in my notes that I'm like, yeah, I like that. But like, overall, it's it's just a lot of like. It's a lot of, like, the weaknesses of the first movie that just feel exacerbated to me, I guess, yeah. And that is how I can appreciate. But, yeah. I guess if we want to, start the beginning with that, and sort of, like, work our way down, okay. Some of you, okay, if this is on the main channel, you don't know this, I assume. Big Rosalina fan over here. Big fan of that big lady. Whoa. Yeesh. This is her movie. What happened? It's okay. So like, it starts out like fine enough, right? You got you throw in the reference to the storybook and all that. It's nice, and you get like a little moment of her fighting, which is, you know, it's cool, it's fine, I can appreciate that, like, maybe, like, yeah, but, like, immediately after, like, the fight, we kind of run into my problem here, and that is that they have damseled Rosalina because they cannot do that to Peach after how they've written her in the first movie, which feels wrong for the character, for me, if you ask me.
It feels bizarre as well because it comes off the back of her kicking absolute ass against Dio.
It's like, yeah, like, she didn't, like, I honestly, I don't even, she was locked in the whole time, right? I don't think she even let her guard down. It was just like, no, this little chud Bowser Jr. just somehow managed to just do it. Fuck. I guess.
It was because she was trying to protect the Lunas.
I mean, okay, yeah, I mean, I can at least, like, okay, when you put it that way, I mean, like, yeah, the mother aspect of her, like, I mean, that being, like, you know, she stands on her principles, and I do appreciate that, but then we kind of run into the fact that, like, you know, she's just unable to fight back for the rest of the movie, and then, we also run into the fact that, she also isn't in the movie very much. It's like, It feels like, okay, okay, this is exactly what I mean when I said the problems of the first movie kind of exacerbated, because this is what happened with Luigi, kind of. Except I feel Luigi in the first movie had maybe like a minute, 2 minutes more screen time. It feels a bit. I haven't gone in and like micro compared them. I'm just making a generalization here, but it's like I feel like her absence is felt a bit more, especially with some stuff they try to establish in the middle-ish.
Yeah. No, Luigi, I would say, has significantly more presence, because you have the sort of Luigi's Mansion interlude.
Right,
You have, like, cutting to the prisoners. You have him interacting with Bowser. Rosalina, we see her fight Diggerleg, get captured, fight again, get covered in Bowser Jr.'s ink, and then we don't see her again till the third act.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, they're just tossing her into different contraptions, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And
we don't see her.
We don't see her in person, but we do. I guess I'll just rip this band-aid off right now. We do see her in like those little flashback things where it's like, apparently in. I'm going to assume this is just for the Mario movie universe, because if I start thinking this is for anything else, my brain is going to start breaking. Apparently they have decided that Peach and Rosalina are sisters, a thing that has never, ever been a thing. Ever.
Yeah, I am wondering if that's going to become, like, ascended canon in the game.
I'm going to be honest, I kind of hope not, because, like, here's the thing about, like, Rosalina, she is a mystery. Like, we have her story in the storybook in Galaxy, where, you know, her mom's dead, and she's, like, stranded alone in space, and she's, you know, she finds these little guys, and she starts taking care of them, and it's like, you could very easily sort of, like, change some stuff in order to make a connection to Peach prevalent. In fact, they could have done that in the Switch version of Mario Galaxy if they were so inclined, because they did do that re-release in between the announcement of this movie and the release of the movie. But they didn't, as far as I know. Yeah. So it's just like...
I remember... I do remember back in the day, there were people theorizing that, like, Rosalina was sort of time displaced and Peach was her mother.
But yeah, it's
like... That's a whole aside, though.
It's just like, it's just, I feel like it kind of rips away her mystique a little bit, and also, it's sort of an ascended problem of, like, other media that I have, that I'm not gonna name here, but, like, I don't need every character to be related to every character. I don't need like every character to have a connection to some other character. Like, sometimes we can just have somebody and they could just be separate from the others, or you know, that it's fine. Not everything has to be connected. I don't know. If you ask me.
In providing a backstory for Peach, they, like you said, took away some of Rosalina's mystique.
Yeah, it's like. And that's another thing. Honestly, going into this, that's the last thing I expected, was for them to follow up on, like, the little plot beat from the first movie. Like, I thought that was just gonna be dropped. Because, like, they do have that bit in the first movie where they're like, oh yeah, Peach just showed up one day. We don't know how or what, like, when, but, like, the Toads took her in, and then she became their ruler. And I was just like, and, like, when I was remembering that before I went into the movie, I was like, they're probably not gonna do anything with that. Like, they usually like to make these things stand alone, but then they did, and I wouldn't have minded them connecting it if they didn't connect it in such a weird way, where I'm just like, huh, I'm just confused, I guess, you know?
I thought, if anything, she was gonna turn out to be from the human world, like Mario.
Yeah, from the human world, but she was raised in the mushroom world, so she doesn't know much about it. But instead, it's just like, no, she was always in the mushroom world. It's just, I guess she was just from a different galaxy that we're probably never gonna see, because the next movie's probably not gonna be Galaxy. But I'm getting way too ahead of myself.
No, she's just a magical space stardust sister out of nowhere.
Yeah, the two girl bosses. But yeah. Just not huge on the changes to Rosalina, and it just...
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I do have to say, like, I think they adapted Junior well enough. Like,
Mm.
I think Junior was done pretty good. Although I still not big on the voice they chose. No disrespect to the actor, but I just don't think it fits personally. It kept I kept trying to give it a chance, and it was just like I just don't know. I think we should have gone a bit more kid-ish with this. It does.
Yeah.
It very much sounds like a grown man trying to imitate a child. It's like the voice. It's like the voice I would do in Ace Attorney. You know. But yeah, no. It's just, yeah. I know what they were. I get what they were going for with Junior, like trying to impress his dad. That's a thing that, you know, that's kind of his thing in the games as well. But the problem, and they kind of lampshade it a little bit in the movie, is that like, bro was not in the previous movie at all, and Bowser was kind of being like Bowser shoved him off to boarding school apparently.
Apparently.
That's just actually that's text. That's not subtext. That's text.
Yeah.
And he was just like, nah, fuck that. I'm just gonna go do evil. Which, I mean, you know, respect the grind, respect the hustle, but it's just like it did kind of make, like, for one of the few arcs I thought they attempted to like hit in this movie, it made it feel a little shallow to me, I guess. Is how I would put it, if that makes sense, yeah?
Yeah. What do you, on the point of the Cooper family, what do you think about Bowser's arc? Like the whole
Bowser
sort of soft redemption, undone.
Soft redemption into nuh-uh. Yeah, it's that's also a point of like, yeah, it's like okay. It's okay. Like it's kind of sort of what I assume is going to happen with Sonic 3 going into 4. Kind of. But I feel like since the Sonic movies, you know, they give themselves time to breathe, I feel like it'll probably be done better over the span of 2 movies and crammed into half of 1. But again, there are bits and pieces here, and I think like honestly, the points where Bowser is like reflecting on his actions and stuff, it's like that's like one of the few times that the movie bothers to slow down in the slightest.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? That was like the one time I was like, you know, I've always liked Bowser. Like, the movie didn't make me think that. Like, I'm just saying generally, I've always liked Bowser as a character because, like, some of the games, especially the RPGs, like, do paint him as, you know, a bit more of a complex guy than he actually is in the main games, I guess. Yeah. It's like, and the movie does kind of hit on that a little bit. But in a way, in a way it does kind of, like, it softens him a bit from the first movie, but I feel like they kind of, like, I would say they kind of had to in order to make that work, but then they walk it back in the end, and it's like, I mean, yeah, you have to. That's the Mario villain. Mario is, what does Mario have if not the status quo, I guess. But, you know, I think there were good moments in there. I'm not sure, but because they walked it back, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much of it was him being sincere with it. I'm just like, I don't know, man. I'm not trying to overthink. I'm not trying to overthink the baby movie, but it's like, it's like, I don't know. It all feels like we're just hitting the beats for the sake of hitting the beats.
Yeah, I suppose, like, compared to, I don't know, other franchises, Mario doesn't really have as big a rogues gallery to borrow from as,
yeah.
I mean, even Sonic. Like, I could see. Sorry, this is going a bit tangential, but I could see a world where Sonic 4 Robotnik is still kind of semi-redeemed from his actions at the end of 3.
Yeah, I've seen some theories about like the true nature of what's going on with Sonic 4, but like, yeah, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, that's off top of it.
But God, I'm so mad at myself. I'm so mad at myself because like your points about the road gallery would be a perfect launching off point into one of my other critiques, but I just can't go there just yet because I still got a little bit more to say about Bowser.
yeah, of course. We'll get there.
I will say, I think Bowser also probably gave me, like, the one, like, intentional laugh that I got out of this movie when he was, like, trying to aggro Mario. Like, I thought that was a decent bit, honestly. Like, that was a fun bit. However, I do have to dock a point, because that's not how the fucking mini mushroom works, bro.
It is not how mini mushrooms
if he's tiny and he gets that, like, okay, if we want, you can't.
That's a game over.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you can't do that in movie terms. I get that much, but like, it shouldn't change him back to normal size. it at the very least, it should like, it's it should be like
it's fucking, a debuff.
It's a debuff, exactly. Yeah, you need to get another power up, which is like. I forget, because, yeah, the mini mushroom also showed up in the Donkey Kong fight scene in the first movie. I need to remember if they're staying consistent to their own movie lore, or if Mario just grabbed another power-up in that scene. I don't know. I don't really care that much. That's such a frivolous detail. It starts going into, like, nitpicking when I have, like, bigger, broader problems. I just thought it would be funny to bring that up, because, like, yeah, like... it's fine. It's okay. At the end of the day, that scene gave us canonical, Mario and Bowser kiss scene, so one of my friends won with that.
Yeah, it's a reference to Mario 64 with Gabe Bowser.
True, Gabe Bowser. But yeah, no. Once again, Bowser is, like, kind of the highlight of the movie. I still think, like, he's a few steps off from Game Bowser, but as far as them, like, doing their own thing, it's like and like borrowing some stuff from the games. I think he's all right. He's all right. But yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, now I can transition off into that point about you said about the extended Rose Gallery stuff. Wart has no reason to be in this movie. Wart is just okay. Like, I will say, I was like enjoying the movie kind of sort of like at a fine pace, like ish during the first third, but I feel like as soon as we hit the Gateway Galaxy, that's kind of when my brain started like getting a little like with it. But like fucking okay. I can kind of get, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but I have seen people say the only reason that Wart and the Mario Brothers 2 guys are in this movie is because this is technically the Super Mario Brothers movie 2. It's the second one, so you gotta have guys from the second game. That plus a combination of it being an anniversary movie. Like, I can sort of understand it from that angle. That's why it's kind of... In that way, it being Reference Palooza, it being an anniversary thing, I can kind of get that. It doesn't excuse the shoddiness of the screenplay for me, but still. It's like, here's the thing. Here's the thing that gets me with it. You have the fight scene. It's cool. It's well animated, sure. It's like, it's fun, I guess. But like,
it's solid choreography, yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They defeat Wart, they bugger off, and then, Wart comes into contact with Bowser, saying that they have some sort of association. Wart never shows up in the movie again after that.
Nope.
He is dropped like a hot brick.
He doesn't even talk again when they show him again, like contacting Bowser.
Yeah, he's on their little like screen device, but yet Wart is just, yeah, he's just like, he is there to be like, I guess the main antagonist of that scene, I guess. And that's about it. And it's just like...
Would have been fine with just the ninjas or whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, well... Yeah, I mean, I love that the Mario Bros. 2 gang is here. It's been a while for most of them, except for Birdo, who's, kind of become a mainstay. And, I'm glad Birdo got time on the main screen, and we love good... I love my trans girl, but, it's like...
It's not a voice.
No voice, but it is what it is. None of the other goons got a voice. None of Wart's other goons got a voice either, really, so it's fine. But yeah, no, it's like, I don't know. The fact that I remember, like, people were like, "Oh my god, like, this is the first time Wart has like shown up in anything since like Super Mario Brothers 2, which like yeah, that's kind of a big deal. But with the way that he's used in this movie, he might as well have just not been there.
Could have been anyone.
It literally, it's interchangeable. Like, it's like, I don't even know why. I mean, like, okay. Like, yeah, like, I can kind of get why there's a casino aesthetic, because, like, I think there was, like, a... Oh my god, I'm reaching, I'm doing, like, galactic level reaches that I don't even think the writers accounted for, but I think there's, like, a slot machine mechanic in Super Mario Brothers 2 in one aspect of the game, but even still, like, no.
Okay, but let me pitch an alternate world to you.
Yeah. Yeah, what's up?
King Boo. Sunshine reference.
I'm fucking saying, you know what's insane about these movies, right? Okay, not counting King Boo in the background of the wedding scene in... Okay, not counting King Boo... Okay, I'm just gonna say it more delicately. A Boo has not had, like, a major appearance in these movies. King Boo is in the background of the wedding scene in the first movie. There's a Boo decoration on the merry-go-round on the Bowser planet. But the Boos themselves have not had any meaningful interactions in any of these movies. Either of these movies. Even.
Oh.
Like...
Bowser Jr. also had a Boo nightlight, I noticed.
Oh, that's cute. I didn't notice that, but, like, it's... fuck.
Yeah.
It's like... I love the Boos,
Yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
It's like... Man, everything... I got shafted on Rosalina, I got shafted on the Boos, I can't have anything! It's like, man, I wish, like, I just... Here's the thing, like... Not to go off topic, but, like, they would have been perfect in that one scene in the first movie, that Luigi's Mansion vibe thing you were talking about, like...
Absolutely, yeah.
But they went for, like, the sniffets and the dry bones, and I love the dry bones. They fit in, but I don't know about the sniffets. Those are just Shy Guys with funny masks. Ugh. But no, yeah.
I did love what they did with the dry bones in this film.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Everyone.
Like that like this was also the thing about the dry bones is that they're also responsible for the funniest joke in the first movie, where like the one Hammer Bro is like, but what if Peach says no, and then Bowser just burns him alive? And then he turns into a dry bones, but like, yeah, like they do some good bits with the dry bones in this movie as well. Some of it's retread, some of it's new.
Coaster goes
like,
under lava.
The fucking that's okay. That gag, that made me like raise an eyebrow. I was like, do they not feel pain? What's going on? Like, do they like it? But if they like
actually,
it,
like, if they like it. Which, actually, thinking about it, was kind of a teaser for the final fight. I guess.
they did kind of, yeah. They
Huh.
For what it's worth, they established that, yeah, I suppose. But again,
Anyway, sorry. That's
getting a little bit ahead of myself because, like,
Yep.
You know,
We're in the casino.
you know what the thing is? You know what the funny thing is? We've been like, we're kind of following sort of the structure of the movie a little bit, but we completely, and I mean completely, skipped over Yoshi.
I've been wanting to talk about Yoshi because
it's like, okay, I need to talk about Yoshi is a Minions like in this movie. This is the best way I can describe it. He does some combat stuff. He has a presence in some fight scenes. However, for the majority of the runtime, his purpose is to do funny noises and slapstick comic relief, and that is just the Minions from Despicable Me thing. And while everybody else does the main plot thing, they just sort of follow around. It's like, again. I guess Yoshi's like an elevated minion. I guess is how I would put it. Anyway, you were saying...
He's a minion that's big enough to ride on the back of.
Yes. But yeah, you were saying?
There was no reason to cast Donald Glover.
Okay, there wasn't, but I have to say...
He did a good job.
He did a good good job. Like... I don't like.
He did a solid job, but like, it's just mimicking the game sound.
It's like, it's like at the end of the day, you could have just like the same. You could have saved money by doing like just having archival recordings, I guess. In like,
Yeah.
But we know how
Could've
we know how this team is about crediting like reused stuff from the game.
Yeah, true.
So.
True. But yeah, they could have saved money.
I mean,
Donald
hell,
Glover could have been free to work on the Community movie.
Yeah. But hell, even with that, like, I mean, even the Sonic movie kind of has trouble like crediting Tails' real voice actor for a lot of their stuff, so it's just kind of a Hollywood problem. It's like he
Really?
got yeah, like people had to like actively make a fuss about like putting Colleen O'Shaughnessy's name on, like, I forget if it was the Sonic 2 or 3 poster. And it's like, yeah,
Nice.
I mean, it's like, yeah, that is one of the main characters, guys. We gotta like, we do have to like give her flowers. Come on now. And I mean, like, yeah, they did, but we shouldn't have had to push them about it. It's just like, I don't know. But yeah, Yoshi is here. He's kind of just, yeah, like I said, just kind of here. Like a more useful minion who could, I guess, kick ass and eat people. Okay. I was gonna make a joke about how he has no character arc, but then again, that it is Yoshi. I'm not looking for, like, listen, it would have been cool. It would have been cute if like he was a little more, like, I don't know, apprehensive at first, but like they grew like a budding camaraderie over time. But like, it's not mandatory. It's fine. It's okay. Like, that's not something I'm gonna mark against the movie for.
They could have explored that with Captain Toad, but
yes. Okay. No, you're right. You're right, because like, fuck. I think, like, yeah, they plant the seeds for that, right? Because, like, yeah, Toad has, like, apprehension towards Yoshi, and he's with the gang for most of the movie, but, like, come the finale and all that, they're, like, Peach and Toad go separate from the rest of them, and they don't really have any, like, meaningful connections in there, I guess. It's like, yeah. Toad, we could have had, like, a, fuck, oh my god, I'm such a loser, but we could have had a Puss in Boots and Donkey style thing going on with Toad and Yoshi. I'm just saying.
Honestly, really, yes.
Yeah, like, it doesn't need to be a major part of the movie, but like, even these little bits of the screenplay have such missed opportunity that I'm just like, I mean, I guess we just had to make room for all that other stuff that we're gonna get to. Yeah. Speaking of characters without arcs, Luigi. Sorry. He's just like, yeah, it's like, okay. After the first, like, okay, here's the thing. I would be a lot kinder to Luigi being a bit more of a static character here if they actually, like, had him a bit more frequent in the first movie. We could have excused this, but like, no, this is his moment to shine, and he is just kind of, when he's not being a wingman for Mario in, like, the first act or so, like, what exactly, like, okay. The only notable thing I can remember him doing past the first act is bringing those power-ups for the final battle. Am I crazy? Is that it? Like, sure he has more like moments in the crew, like when they randomly decide to turn them into babies for some reason, but again, that's something to come back to. But like, as far as contributions to the screenplay, the second Mario brother of the Mario brothers is, like, grossly underused, kind of, right?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Like, he's just along for the ride. He's just, like, he is the literal definition of a player too, in a way, and not in a way that, like, benefits him, no.
He did all his character development off screen. He's not as scared as he was in the first film.
And but even then, in the opening scene when they find the Yoshi, find the Yoshi, he says, and I quote, "You're not the scared guy anymore." And then he gets scared and he's like, "Yes, I am. People don't change." Like, that is the gag. That is the line.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like we could have explored that. Maybe, just maybe, maybe someday we'll get that Luigi's Mansion movie, and we can get that Luigi movie character growth. But I'm kind of doubting it.
Luigi's Mansion coming 2032. I don't.
But like, yeah, Luigi, Mario, and Yoshi sort of all have like their moments in like the first act, like ish, and like from there they're just kind of like going from place to place. That being said, I did find that montage pretty cute, like with the distress beacon being like modeled after the world map. I thought that was fun. I thought that was a really fun set piece. I'll say that much. That was before we got to Gateway Galaxy, so it was before my brain turned off. So I remember it as like, oh yeah, that's a cute thing. Like that's a fun diegetic way to do things, yeah. But yeah. The UFO that they used to abduct the castle, that is just ripped from the game's wholesale. Like they pretty much do the scene from the game with them abducting the castle, which, you know, not to be like not to be easy to please, but like as somebody who was looking for any crumb of galaxy in this Galaxy movie, it was like, yeah, you know, I'm here for this.
Yeah.
But yeah, after that there was like
they go to Honey Hive.
Yeah, okay. Honey Hive was the thing I was thinking of because like I guess Honey Hive is just on the Mushroom Kingdom planet. It's not a different galaxy.
I don't think they were on the Mushroom Kingdom planet.
Oh wait, no, I think you're right. Sorry, I think I just got it mixed up in my head because it was all grassy. But I think they did say what is this place when they landed or something to that effect. So like, yeah.
Yeah.
Big flowers, big bees. I find it unbelievably like I find it kind of unbelievable in both a come on now and a funny way that like they made a big note to include Honey Queen on the cast listing and to like and she's in here for one scene, like and give her a celebrity voice actor, I guess.
Lines?
Yeah. They gave her a celebrity voice line. They were like, hey, they gave her a celebrity voice actor. They were like, okay, you get a minute and a half. You get a minute and a half, but it's okay. It's important because this makes it the second video game movie where Jack Black's character yearns for the mines.
Oh my god.
Sorry. I've had that one rattling in my head since I left the theater. I was like, you know, he was mining, wasn't he?
The two is better.
Yeah. God. But yeah. From there, like, you know, we went over like most of the main points of like Yoshi into the abduction / Star Festival into the
Bowser sacrifices himself so the others can.
Yeah, we pretty much did all that, so I can work my way back around to the Gateway Galaxy stuff and we don't have to bring up Wart again because we don't have anything else to say about Wart. But yeah, give me just a second. I need to drink some water. But yeah, from there they do the thing of okay. I'm gonna either ruin this or enhance this depending on how you interpret it. Rob, that's just the sloth from Zootopia. They just took the bit wholesale, pretty much.
You're not wrong.
I'm glad. Yeah. I'm happy they gave him a job. I just wish it was a little less derivative. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, they go to the flight deck. There was also the monkey thing, but you know that kind of ties into the Wart thing. There's not really much to say about the monkey. But they go to the flight deck. Yeah, they go to the flight deck, and before that, before we get to the big stuff, I will say. This was like one of my three big, like, giving into the Wojak pointing thing, like, if I recognize this thing. I believe in that, when you go to the flight deck, like, you can see Samus's gunship taking off? Was I crazy? Like, I think I saw it.
I think I saw it.
Like, it was very brief in, like, the corner of the screen, but I think I saw it, and I was like, oh, shit. That's my girl.
Huh.
Like, they don't make as much of a fuss about it as they do with the little Pikmin ship.
Yeah, the Pikmin is like.
Yeah, that's in your face.
They couldn't not.
Okay, but like, okay. Now we need to address the elephant in the room, or I guess I should say the fox.
Yeah.
Because they just decided, we can't have Donkey Kong in this movie because, I don't know, we're probably going to be making a Donkey Kong movie at some point. We don't want to oversaturate it. So instead, we're going to get Fox McCloud from Star Fox to get us to Bowser Jr.'s weird planetoid thingy. And, I'm like... Okay. First things first. Fox McCloud has more screen time than Rosalina in the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Absolutely he does.
And I am probably more mad about that than is healthy. I'm not even a major Star Fox hater. I like Star Fox 64, the only one that they think exists.
Miyamoto heard Star Fox 64 and thought that's how many times he has to re-release and remake it.
True. But I'm also a bit more cultured. I think Star Fox Assault is pretty good. That's a good game. So I'm into this series a bit. That being said, I don't know about this because how I said that Bowser gave me like my few intentional laughs of this movie? Every time they cut to a group shot of the Mario characters and Fox McCloud was in the crowd, I had to like hold myself back from laughing. I thought I was tweaking out. I was like, I'm like, is this fucking real? Like, what are we doing here?
It's like the cutscenes in Subspace.
It's like fucking, hold on, I DM'd Hana this image, but it's and I'll forward it to you, but it's like what the hell is a polar bear doing in Arlington, Texas type thing? It's like it's exactly that energy. Like, what are you doing here? I mean they give the lore, of course, but you still, even with the explanation, you can't shake the feeling of like, you should not be here. What are you doing? But I will say that 2D animated section with the Star Fox crew was quite nice.
That looks so good.
It's so good. This is the second time now they have like shown me like the perfect opportunity for like a animated Star Fox series. I guess third if you count the YouTube series of Fox in Space, but that's a fan project. I'm talking like officially.
Yeah, I was gonna say it gave me sort of Fox in Space vibes.
But yeah, still very cool section. However, this does lead me to another thing about the characterization, I guess, sort of being off in these movies, because it doesn't even just stop at the Mario characters. It stops at the guys outside of the Mario universe, because fucking Slippy's not even in this movie, and he catches a stray. Like, okay, I get he's a bit annoying in the games, but like, we need to stop acting like Fox puts the blame on Slippy for the fact that his R-Wing malfunctioned and he's in the alternate game. Slippy is a great mechanic in the games. I need to clarify this. Slippy is clumsy in the field, but he is very skilled as a mechanic. That is his thing. It's like that just
the character is a little bit annoying to the fan base, but
like it feels like they have made a lapse in judgment here, and it's like I just listen. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna say he's exempt from slander, but it's like fucking, at least like, he's not incompetent. He's just clumsy, is the thing. Like,
it's a glimpse into how Slippy's gonna be handled if they do any Star Fox films or.
And it's also like,
or whatever.
It also kind of leads me to like, I don't know if it was just me, but Fox was giving a little bit of like too much Falco energy in this with his like with his ego. Was that just me?
I can see that. He's kind of laid back. Fox I kind of see as more like,
yeah, he's very like, Fox
serious,
is a very
like,
determined guy and like, get the mission done, go getter type guy. He's not like, he's not like a laid back like, He's not like a laid back guy with a cocky ego about him. Not usually.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm forgetting something. I don't know. But yeah, they go to the gate. Yeah, they decide to take off, and we have the R-wing fighting the goddamn Bowser ship thing, I guess. And yeah, that's a whole scene that I don't really have much to say, but it looks nice. I don't have much to say about it, but it looks nice. Then they then we have, like, what I can only say is probably the most blatant filler in this movie, where they're like, let's turn them into babies and drop them in the Jurassic planet. Like,
we have to have Yoshi carrying them as babies in at least one scene. It's required.
pretty much. It feels like a combination of that, plus they already had the baby models made for the in the first movie with that flashback, so it's just like, cheap and easy, but it's also like, come on. you could have cut that whole sequence and not much would have changed, is the thing. In fact, no, here's the thing. I don't even think you need to cut that scene. If this was a tighter screenplay, this would have been, okay. Hear me out here. Yoshi and Toad are still normal here, and they are, going after Mario and Luigi. This would have been the time to get them to connect a bit more. Like,
absolutely.
Like, if we were going to do this thing that I was talking about, this would have been the moment. And
But then we get Baby Toad instead, which is so much more important than
it's Baby Toad, where he's just smaller, and they took the vest off. That's all you need to do. It's so easy.
Speaking about the Toads, how is there still not a fucking Toads one?
No, yeah, okay. Toadsworth is gone. Well, I think we have to accept this. He's dead. because like
the castle, he's dead.
Yeah. In the first movie, that blue Toad with the glasses was pretty much him. And he's in this movie as well. So I think this is just like who they've decided to be the new Toadsworth. I'm just like,
could have aged him up between the films.
I'm just like, here's the thing, like, if he's gonna be dead, can we at least do like what Donkey Kong does with Wrinkly Kong and have him show up as a ghost sometimes?
As a boo?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Either way, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Okay. I think they're on that dinosaur planet for like a solid solid 10 minutes. But aside from what we just talked about, I could not tell you anything about how that contributes to the movie. The
only function it has is to, I guess, there's that moment where Mario and Peach are bonding when they're kicking the rock.
True. That is like there is the Mario and Peach moment at the end, and I will say, like, I appreciate them. I appreciate them trying to set that up because, they, for all intents and purposes, in the first movie, Mario and Peach sort of had a thing going on, but this feels like the next step. But again, it's just spread too thin. It feels a little rough. One of my other 3 Wojak pointing moments was when they recreated the letter, when she was like, "Dear Mustache," to him instead of knowing his name. I thought that was fine. It's just like, Peach, it's like many of the main characters in this movie, she feels like she's both here and she's not. It's just like, she at least has more moments than Luigi or Yoshi. I'll give her that. Luigi, Yoshi, and Toad, I feel like, are on the bottom rung, and then you have Mario, Peach, and Fox McCloud at the top rung.
Even then, Toad is sort of middle rung, I'd say, because of all the action he has with Peach in the casino and other scenes.
He carried himself enough, I guess.
Yeah.
But also, if Toad wasn't there, we wouldn't have had the casino scene in the first place, because he wouldn't have had his shit snatched by the monkey. But
nope.
Maybe not his fault. I don't know. This feels like, again, I'm kind of getting a little bit into nitpicking. But
well, that monkey's a master manipulator and thief.
This is true.
We see him do that.
Yeah.
I will. That again, that's getting ahead of ourselves.
But yeah, Where was I? We talked a good bit about Junior and Bowser and stuff, and again, I think they're done fine. I think they're done well enough. But I will say, once we get into the sort of final act thing, where like we're on the planet and stuff, it kind of just they just kind of just turn into like it feels like their character. Like again, you were talking about this earlier, where Bowser goes back on it. I wasn't expecting a full redemption, nor was I expecting any nuanced like character stuff. It's an Illumination movie. I know what I'm getting, but it's also like it does just kind of feel like they stopped writing them after a certain point and just had them do cool stuff for the fight scenes and whatnot. It's like there's only so many like Mario Maker references that I can like be like that's charming until I'm like I guess we're
Mario Maker stuff was kind of cool.
Okay,
the Mario Maker action sequence that
that was another thing where I'm like, this is a good set piece. You were smart with this because like
yeah.
It reminds me it's like
recreating the classic final fights with Bowser.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment, but like I do think like like the animators and set designers were like absolutely on their ball. Like I feel like it's very much a step above. Like it feels like a natural evolution of what they did in the first movie, where like they occasionally had like those shots that would go into like a 2D perspective. It feels like a step up from that, and I do think like animation team deserves like all the recognition, if you ask me. Like they ain't getting enough of it, if you ask me. But anyway, but yeah, that leads us into unless I'm forgetting something, that brings us into like the final fight-ish stuff, right?
Yeah, so they land on the Bowser planet.
They split up and they go their thing.
Toad stays on the observatory with Fox because why not? I guess.
Yeah, Fox then decides I'm just not gonna be relevant for this movie anymore. I've done my part. If I overlap Rosalina's screen time too much, people will take notice. But I noticed. I noticed, Fox. But yeah.
Did you do that, Star Fox?
The final, okay. So I get it was like kind of a red herring in a way, but like my first thought when they were doing the bridge thing for the final fight was like, this is a step back, no? Right? Like in the first movie we had like this elaborate set piece in Brooklyn, and like you bring out the superstar. This time you cut the axe and he falls into the lava and dies. Yeah. But then, then of course they go a little further with the fight scene, and part of me kind of wishes maybe we didn't, but it's fine. It's fine. We get Dry Bowser, and I gotta be honest. I need to be so real. Something looks wrong with Dry Bowser here. I don't know what it is. He looks peeled, and I know that's kind of okay. I know what you're about to say, because he's a skeleton. They peeled the skin off, but like, no, okay. There is something with the game design of Dry Bowser and the movie design of Dry Bowser. I think it might be he looks balder. I don't know. I don't know. There's something there, and it was like immediately I was just like, something's off here, and I can't place it. It's pissing me off a little. But no. Yeah, they get in there. We get Luigi and Yoshi with the power-up Ex Machinas, kind of. And it's kind of white noise for me at that point, but
Dry Bowser break.
Fucking Dry Bowser's doing his stuff. They throw in Game & Watch, because what the hell, sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, because I don't know. It's just put him in there, sure. Okay, but okay. There are a lot of like hey reference things that I was able to excuse. I think my limit where I like The one that I feel like actively like upset me in the moment was when they just decided, you know what Bowser Jr. should summon with his paint? The giant fucking dragon from Odyssey. And I'm just like, what? Come on. Like, we've established with the earlier thing on the Jurassic planet that, you know, T-Rexes are totally, that's totally kosher. That's fine. Those can just exist naturally. But the dragon, no, that's a Bowser Jr. original, I guess. We can't have Dark Souls dragon from Mario Odyssey be real. Fuck, whatever, man. And again, I'm just like, maybe this is just me being a bit bitchy, but I'm just like, it felt maybe the most shoehorned in, like, out of anything, and that is crazy coming from a movie that has Fox McCloud in a Mario movie. I don't know. It felt wrong. It felt like that was the wrong
Its
time.
role is weird. Its role is weird because all it does is eat Junior.
Yeah! It does like one or two moves, and then it, like, quote-unquote, defeats Junior. And it's like, it's like, okay.
Eats him whole only so that he can
survive-ish.
be saved by Mario and not learn his lesson.
Yeah, nobody grows or changes as a person in these movies now. But yeah, no, it was in that moment where I realized, you know, people dog on the Sonic movies. They rag on them sometimes for, like, not having enough stuff from the games. But I gotta be honest, I appreciate, in hindsight, with them, like, sort of slow burn planning out the Sonic movies, I appreciate them showing restraint, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like,
at least there's, like, a bigger picture in there.
Yeah,
at least they're not afraid to, like, take some big swings.
There's a plan and a bigger picture here, and I'm like, I can sort of see what they're, like, going for and building up to once you get to the end of a movie, and it's like, here, it's like, I don't know, like, you kind of just threw everything into this one, and it's like, I'm not sure where we're going, but again, give me like 10 minutes, we'll probably get to the post-credit scenes there. But yeah, Peach and Rosalina do their sisterly nature thing, because I don't know, Frozen 2 was popular, I guess? Is that why they do that?
I had a whole thought on that.
It's like I had a thought on this too. I have not seen Frozen 2. I've only seen Frozen 1, but I believe there is like an element of a nature element in that. And my first thought with, like, you know, blue dress princess, sisters, nature thing, is this that movie I didn't see?
Oh no, my thought in it was Rosalina's in this cage, actively dying, like turning to stardust.
Yeah.
And Peach holds up her hand and says, I want you to try. Like, after Rosalina's like tried to drag herself over, like that is just like, I turned to my friend like as that happened as like a neurotypical person talking to an autistic person.
Yeah, a little bit. Like again, this is okay. That is exactly the kind of thing I'm thinking of, where it's like they set it up. They set up their thing enough for it to like work on the basest level. But like, if you try and look at it any further than that, yeah, it just sort of like it falls apart a little bit. It's like fucking yeah. Just do it, bro. Just put your hand up to the glass and we'll do the thing and everything will be hunky dory. We'll make a new planet or whatever. I don't know. What even happened to the Koopa Troop after that? Like,
I don't know. Got overgrown.
Return to the dirt. The Mario movie 3 is going to have the skeleton army.
Yeah, that's a point. How is Bowser gonna be undone by that time? Like,
I have a theory, but A, I want you to take this not as me like being passionate about it, but me just thinking this out logically, and B, like, it's kind of, I thought it over. I think it's the only way they can go, I guess. But anyway, yeah. I find it kind of like it's kind of wild, right? No, Mario Galaxy is a game about, like... okay, again, wasn't expecting Illumination to do this. I wasn't expecting Illumination to do this, but Mario Galaxy is a game about death and rebirth, about, you know, like, the cycle of life. And
I kind of thought it was going to happen.
And the Mario Galaxy movie is a movie where nothing has consequences. And I feel like the dissonance between these two things is like maybe I'm overthinking it, but like that feels like maybe the most insulting thing about the movie to me. Like the fact that it so like daringly spits in the face of like the original theme of the movie. Like they kind of try to mask it with the superficiality of like of that scene with Peach and Rosalina making the planet green again, but like like no, that's not it. No, you're not doing the thing. You are like you it's ugh, I can't find the words, but like it's like there's no like again, I didn't expect the Big Bang, but this feels kind of like you knew that was a thing that had to be done, but you understood it in maybe the most bad faith way possible. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's just me. I don't know, but it feels to me like there was just a memo that wasn't received, and ugh. Sorry, this is what happens when you care too much about the story of Mario games.
No, I get it. Like, it's a game that means a lot to you. It's a game that you're passionate about. A game you grew up with.
It's like it's just like things move on and just keep happening, and it's like, oh yeah, fuck. But yeah, I'm again. I do need to reiterate because I know I've been quite harsh. To any viewers who, like, enjoy the movie, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not dogging on you for enjoying it. Like, if you can find enjoyment where I can't, that's great, okay? Like, listen, I'm, like, I wish I could just look at this as, you know, the Mario anniversary thing. Like, it's a celebration. Look at all the things we've done, all the things we've achieved, and now we put them all on the big screen. Isn't it great? But literally,
I celebrate an anniversary.
It's like I think it's a good way to celebrate an anniversary, but I don't think it makes a good movie. But I would have been able to like turn the other cheek a little bit more if it wasn't Galaxy. If it wasn't called the Mario Galaxy movie. Because of just how much like it takes what is there in the game on a surface level, but doesn't understand anything deeper, I guess. Or maybe they did, and they just actively chose not to engage with that stuff. I don't know, but either way. It's just... Man, I'm tired.
This is no Sonic.
It is no Sonic. Yeah, like...
We're under a year away from it, but I'm gonna hedge my bets and say this is no Sonic 4 either.
Yeah. I saw, okay. No shade in what I'm about to say. Don't go seek them out, but I remember seeing a post somewhere of being like, how are the Sonic movies gonna respond to them putting Fox McCloud in the Mario Galaxy movie? And I'm like, they're not going to! They're not gonna do anything like that because A, Sonic is the only IP of Sega's that works for a movie. They have not fitted their brand enough for anything else. And B, Sonic, again, has restraint to not shoehorn stuff from other games into the Sonic movies, I feel. Probably.
I'm telling you, Nick Offerman is Charmy B. That's his role.
Yes, but that's a Sonic character.
Yeah,
if you said Nick Offerman is gonna be Alex Kidd, maybe.
Nick Offerman is Billy Hatcher.
Billy Hatcher? Oh man. But yeah, no. Fuck.
Live, not even CGI, just Nick Offerman himself.
Oh my god. On the note of live action, actually, I've also seen people talking about, like, oh, Fox McCloud is setting precedent for a Smash Brothers movie, and I'm just like,
Zelda.
How are we gonna do that if Zelda's live action?
Yeah.
This thing's gonna be a mess if we do it like that. I feel like, okay.
Spider-Verse made it work, but that's only because Donald Glover was in it for like 2 or 3 shots.
Yes. I feel like, okay. I feel like Star Fox has a notable role in here, and I feel like I brought this up to you off recording before, but I feel like Star Fox is in here, and Pikmin has an extended cameo, because this is just Miyamoto wanting to put all of his babies on the big screen in one movie. I feel like that's all this is. That, like, I don't think they're doing a Smash movie. Especially because they didn't tease it in the post-credit scene, thank God. Instead, the post-credit scenes are just kind of, exactly what I expected. Pretty much. You got the first one, which, where Bowser and Jr. are in the jail cell, and, we gotta stop doing this thing where we put part of the post-credit scene in the trailers. Because the gag of Lumali being the jail warden, that probably I would have been like, okay, that's cute, if they didn't put that at the end of the final trailer. Like, why would you do that? It's like, okay, like, the Sonic thing, where they put part of the Sonic 4 post-credit scene in a Sonic 3 trailer, in retrospect, I'm okay with that, because, like, that did not reveal anything about the fucking thing. Instead, it's like, oh, no, you didn't remember
that.
You didn't even need to. Yeah, it's like the scene where he's like standing in front of the sign in New York. It's like frames before Metal Sonic appears.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm very neurodivergent about these movies.
No, you're
one
fine.
One series for good reasons, one series for bad reasons. But like, it's like Luma, like, okay. So the first post-credit scene, entirely worthless to me, pretty much, because I already knew what was happening. Second one, exactly what we expected. Exactly what we expected, because Luigi at one point in the movie is like, I forget exactly what he says, but he's like, you think there's a princess for me out there, or something like that, right?
Yeah, it's like, hey, maybe you can hook up with the princess and ask if she's got a friend for me, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And immediately I was like, it's Daisy. Daisy's in the post-credit scene, and yeah, there she is. It's her.
Yeah.
Which makes me think...
Not voiced.
Yeah, not voiced.
Not voiced.
Not voiced, because they need to, like, figure that out. It's like with Amy in the Sonic 3 post-credit scene. They needed to settle on the voice, but, like... I guess if they're making a third one, it would be Super Mario Land, but, like, that feels like a step back.
Less grand?
It feels like a step back, which, okay, I will say, judging by how I've been saying this movie is overstuffed, insincere, I feel like maybe a step back could, in anyone else's hands, be what they needed. But I just don't know. There's nothing telling me that they won't just do this again with the next movie. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? If they do Mario Land, though, that,
yeah,
potentially opens the world for another member of the former Rogues Gallery turned...
Oh yeah, Wario.
Just a dude who has a bunch of friends.
Yeah, because Wario's like... there were rumors about Wario being in the Galaxy movie. But that didn't happen, which, again, I'm glad for. This movie's big enough as it is. But, like... it's just like, I don't know. Before you brought that up, Mario Land, Wario being there, that makes sense to me. But that doesn't answer the question of how they're going to unskelify Bowser. because my thought, okay, before you brought that up, my thought process was, okay, if they're gonna unskelify Bowser, they're gonna bring in the Koopalings next movie, probably, because they all got magic powers or something. And if we don't know, and if Kamek's, like, a missing factor now, because, again, Kamek just disappears off the face of the earth on this movie.
Kamek did nothing.
Kamek is... yeah, no. Kamek is just Bowser Jr.'s hype man, and that's it. He gets eaten, and then he loses all relevancy, pretty much, after he gets hatched out of the egg.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, I don't know. Which, I mean, Kamek didn't have... okay, he had more of a role in the first movie, but it still wasn't much. So, I mean, I guess I should have expected this, but still. I don't know. Either way.
He did stuff in the first film.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a drag icon in the first movie. But yeah, no, I'm so curious. Sort of. not like deathly curious, but a little curious about what they're gonna do with Bowser in the next one. But Wario's probably gonna be there. Daisy's probably gonna be there.
Yeah. Maybe Wario will just be the front man of the third film.
Okay, so like, I could see that, but this movie didn't set a good precedent for that for me. Like, I remember people thinking Junior was going to be the front runner, and then he just sort of, and Bowser was going to stay an ally for a bit longer, but no, they just sort of like take up the duo as it happens, which is like the expected angle. I just feel like, I don't know. I think, okay, maybe, I think there's more of a chance this time, because like Wario he's a rogue agent, I guess. He does things for his own personal gain. And I think if he is...
just be around fucking shit up.
And if he is in the next movie, A, if he's not voiced by Danny DeVito, what are we doing? And B, he's just gonna be fucking shit up on his own terms.
Danny DeVito would be amazing casting.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia article for the Galaxy movie, and it says this was like development like after between the first and second films. Jack Black has expressed interest in Pedro Pascal being cast to voice Wario.
I mean, yeah, I think I remember seeing an article on that. Not the worst choice, but I don't see it personally.
I don't think he's. Yeah, I don't think he's got like Danny DeVito is like would be good for it. He's got the.
He's the trash man.
He's the Lorax.
Yeah, he speaks for. Yeah, he speaks for the greed. I don't know.
I speak for the greed.
I'm just saying shit at this point. Overall, I'm just like, maybe it could have been, okay. Closing thoughts, I'm not huge on it, but like, I'll probably, here's the thing, I've watched the first Mario movie like 3 different times. I don't see myself doing the same for Galaxy. This, like, like, it was fun. But like, I don't know. It just immediately feels like, I don't know, just they took, aside from the music complaint, they took all the wrong lessons, and like it's not the worst video game movie I've ever seen. God no, I Return to Silent Hill literally released this year, but you know.
Yes it did.
And between you and me, that's not even the worst video game movie I've seen, but like
I need to know what.
The Monster Hunter one. I hate that Monster Hunter one's guts.
Oh yeah, no, fair enough.
I'm not even a huge Monster Hunter fan, but that is like probably the biggest insult to the franchise. Like, here's the thing. Mario movie, at the very least. Like, okay, I was about to say it, and I realized, wait, I'm going back on my word a little bit. Okay, no. I was gonna say they respect the Mario world. That's not true. They respect the Mario brand, which I realize sounds really cynical, but you know, it's a movie that looks and moves and sounds like Mario, and that puts it like a few notches above like the Silent Hills and the Monster Hunters of the movieverse, you know. But it's no Sonic. It is no Sonic.
Sega does what Nintendo don't.
I said this in my both my Letterboxd review and my Media Thread entry. If you told me 10 years ago that a Sonic Adventure 2 movie would be better than the Mario Galaxy movie, I would have laughed. But here we are. We are here. Jim Carrey played double bill on the Robotniks, and it mostly worked, except for when it didn't. and you know, and that's my biggest complaint about that movie. That sometimes the Robotnik stuff is a bit dissonant.
Yeah, there was I mean, this is ground we covered a couple of years ago. There was a point where Gerald should have just been played straight.
Played straight or died sooner. Ayo.
I'm died sooner. We did not need to see Jim Carrey spanking himself.
Exactly. Yes, but you know, yeah. I
I'm
can
not
totally
complaining, but we didn't
okay.
need
On
to see it.
that note, I will say I do understand if the Mario stuff is more to people's tastes because like yeah, some of that stuff like the wedding scene of Sonic 2 and the Wade Whipple of it all, like I could understand that not being everyone's tempo. But I push through it because the highs of the Sonic movies to me are higher than any of the highs of the Mario movies. I'll say that.
Mm.
Like, I will say, I think it's probably
Even
because
the
there were
lows,
so.
honestly.
It's probably because there were so many screenings, and that's why my theater was so thinned out. But like, I will not remember my theater experience with the Mario Galaxy movie, but I will always remember and hold dear my theater like breaking out into applause when Live and Learn dropped in the Sonic 3 movie. Like, that has more staying power with me than anything in this movie. Ugh. I feel like I've gone in circles and I've tried to end this thing 3 different times now. Do we have anything else that we want to add on to before I try for a 4th?
One thought I forgot to bring up when we were talking about it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the fact they revealed Fox a few days early?
Okay. So, in the moment of the reveal, I was like, what the fuck, why would you do that? However, as the movie played out and he had more and more screen time, I realized something, and that something was that if they didn't reveal him early, there would have been the loosest lips imaginable on the spoilers of it all, and it would have just came out anyway. Like, I feel like, even if I don't agree with it, it was a necessary evil, you know? Like, with hindsight.
I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted personally because I would have liked to go into it and been surprised by it, but on the other hand, I know people. I know Isla specifically has seen that, become really excited about it, and seeing the film is now a goal of theirs that they wouldn't have otherwise gone to the cinema for. Like, yeah, he is a selling point to Star Fox.
Yeah, he's a selling point to Star Fox fans and furries everywhere. Like, I get it. But yeah.
Definitely means we're getting a Star Fox game sometime.
Yeah, but...
I shouldn't say definitely.
Oh, no. Honestly, I will say, like, part of me thinks Fox has such an extended role in this game because maybe we're getting a new Star Fox game. I feel like that has to happen. Plus, there have been a few rumors here and there, which would make that make sense, yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what happens as the year plays out.
We'll see. Yeah. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Yep.
I'm still kind of like, I enjoyed it at a surface level. I see the cracks, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't see this working a third time like this, I think. Is where I'm at. Like,
it's a series of diminishing returns.
Yes, exactly. Because like Sonic, yeah, okay, I keep doing this. I keep doing the Mario versus Sonic thing. I'm sorry. But, like, it's so easy.
It's such a fair comparison because
listen, Mario fans.
They delayed the film when the reaction to the CGI Sonic wasn't positive.
Yeah. Mario fans, you need to understand, this is the one thing that quality-wise I can objectively hold over you guys. I kid. I love both. I love both Mario and Sonic, but you know, either way.
Shadow Gens exist. Come on.
But yeah, Sonic feels like improving returns or whatever you'd call that, but Mario is definitely diminishing returns. If we like, I'm burnt out on this style of movie by the second one. And you said that like it's kind of reaching the breaking point with this one. I just feel like the third one, if they do it the same, it's just not gonna go over well. Like, it's gonna go even worse for them.
Yeah. Unless
they make a big change in how they do things, which I don't know if they will, because like, let's face it, this movie has been plastered everywhere. It's going to make billions. I feel.
It's got so many showing.
Yeah, I feel like this movie has to, like... This movie is going to do well, whether we want it to... Whether I want it to or not. I mean, I mean, hey, at the end of the day, the animators have already been paid for their work, so it's like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it not doing too hot, but you know, it probably will do hot. But yeah, no.
Learn lessons.
Last statement. Baby Bowser Jr. in that bedtime story flashback looked ugly as fuck. What were they doing with him? I'm sorry. I shouldn't be picking on a baby, but I just remembered that. I remembered how they made his big bug eyes, and I was like, ugh. Maybe we didn't have to do that.
Cute.
I'm sorry. I just remembered that he flashed in my mind like the Akira vision, and I was like, I gotta get this. I gotta swing this on the way out. But yeah, no. I thought the scene was cute, but no, I didn't like him. He did not please me. The vision of him did not like spark joy. But no. Yeah. That'll do it. I have a feeling we probably won't be doing one of these for the next Mario movie, but chances are that we probably will do one for Sonic 4, so you know.
Hell yeah. See you in 2027, chat.
Keep an ear out for that. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.
Unless something cool comes out this year.
Yeah, true. Unless something else comes out that we feel is worth, like, movie podcasting. Yeah, I guess this is it for now. Thank you for your time and diligence. This is about, once again, almost as long as the movie itself, but not quite. So, you know. Fun. I will see y'all around. Bye.
Bye.